Hi, my name's Tom Elliott and welcome to another financial markets update for Hodges Real Estate. Well, safe to say that financial markets have been rather unnerved during the month of May. For example, the share market's down around 3% for the month, the $8 fallen half a US cent down to around 74.4, and the iron ore price is weaker. Who are the culprits? Well, firstly there was the federal government's budget, which wasn't that well received by the voting public. Now, the centrepiece of the budget was the 6 basis point bank levy. The government needs to plug all sorts of holes in the deficit with its big spending programs. That bank levy ultimately will be passed on to customers, so that in the long run means higher interest rates for borrowers. There was some incentive for first home buyers to get into their first homes by allowing them to contribute extra money for a deposit into super. It's only 30 grand though, and 30 grand does not go very far in today's rampant property market. Also, there's an incentive for retirees to downsize out of the family home. You can put 300 grand extra into your super fund if you do just that. However, this isn't going to change things very much. The family home is exempt from the age pension assets test, but extra money in your super fund is not. The UK election campaign was halted a week ago because of the tragic suicide bombing in Manchester. It's back in full swing now, and it really is a referendum on Brexit. If the Conservatives get up, as I expect they will, then the UK will definitely be leaving the European Union. And also, Donald Trump continues to confound the world. Now, firstly, he sacked his own FBI director, a man called James Comey. That's allegedly because he was investigating Trump's ties to Russia. Now Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, is being investigated for the same thing. Trump has also announced plans to sell half of the US's strategic petroleum reserve, and that's certainly going to put downward pressure on oil prices, which I guess is a good thing if you drive a car, which most of us do. There's no doubt that Donald Trump continues to keep the rest of the world guessing. As to the property market, well, despite the budget, which didn't do much for property, the fact is the markets, residential in both Sydney and Melbourne, continue to roll on. We've got clearance rates in the high 70s, and remember, those properties that don't sell on auction day do tend to sell just a few days, if not a week afterwards. Melbourne and Sydney houses are truly becoming global in nature, and by this I mean their prices are now being compared to big financial hubs like New York, London, and parts of Asia like Hong Kong. And of course, if you're thinking of selling, or you'd simply like an opinion of value, whether it's for your primary residence or an investment property, don't hesitate to contact your local Hodges office. Their experience can only assist you in the process. For more information, go to hodges.com.au. Thanks very much for your company, and we'll do it again, same time next month.